So, as promised, I wanted to share a prophetic word, for whoever it might be. Like I had said in my previous videos, that when we're seeking God for a word for somebody, He knows, you know, what's going on in that person's life. He knows what areas He wants to work on and what areas that person needs encouragement. So, what's amazing is that in the prophetic, I mean, you could have like one person who knows uh, the what's going on in somebody's life, and they can go to that another person and say, "I want you to give a word for somebody. I'm not going to tell you their name. Give a word to this person." Well, God knows what's going on behind the scenes. That the the original person who knows what the word is for knows what's going on in that person's life while you know, they want that word to be given to that other person. And so they're not going to give them specifics about that person, so that the person that has to give a word to that person, relies heavily on God and God's leading and what God is saying. And so God knows exactly, like I said, what's going on in that person's life. And so God will touch on those areas. So God works like that. And I've been in that place to where, I had to give a word for somebody. I didn't know about that person at all. I had to rely on God. So, it really takes quieting your mind down and listening and start writing. When I had this word, it took me like probably about 1 to 2 minutes before I heard anything. So I don't know who the word is for. It could be for one person. It could be for multiple people. But God knows. He knows, what's going on in a person's life. He knows who's going to be watching these videos. And so, when you get into that place of hearing God's voice, then you can, bring so much encouragement and life into somebody, and, you know, maybe that person has been dealing with negative in their life. And with you hearing God for them, you're one of those instruments in which, God can break the chains off somebody's wrists. So I'm going to make this video brief. I just want to give the word for whoever it might be. Like I said, it could be for one person and it could be for multiple people. So if I can read my writing, it will be fine. It's not that long of a word. It's about only a page in the composition book that I have. So let me start the word. And this is what I heard from God. Be joyful in your affliction. I know your struggle. I see what you deal with. In these times you must stay close to my heart. I am your shelter. I will protect you from the arrows of the enemy. In my shelter is a peace like you have never seen. I will calm you. The world and its cares can take peace away and bring turmoil. Did I not say I have overcome the world? See from my perspective instead of what you see with your physical eyes. I will fill you with joy when you can see from my perspective. Will you allow yourself to? From my perspective is wisdom, patience, grace, and love along with understanding. I am by your side. I love you. So that's the word I got. I don't know who's it for. Like I said, it could be for one person. It could be for multiple people. God works amazing like that, in the prophetic. So I'm going to end it here. I pray that, whoever this word was for, that it has blessed you. Thank you for taking the time and stay tuned.